In the world of e-commerce, pretty much everyone wants a faster store. And one of the best ways to get that speed is by going headless on Shopify. But, while that term gets developers really excited, it often makes merchants, well, pretty nervous. It promises incredible power, sure, but at what cost? What if you could get all the benefits with none of the usual problems? Let's get into it.
And this is really the big question for so many brands, isn't it? You want that incredible speed, that flexibility you get with a headless storefront. But can you really afford the months of complex development, the huge budget, and being totally reliant on a dev team for every tiny change? It feels like this ultimate frustrating trade-off. Okay, so let's really break this down. On one side, you've got your traditional Shopify. It's fantastic, it's user-friendly, and merchants absolutely love that simple theme editor. On the other side, you have a headless setup using Shopify's Hydrogen framework. That's their special toolkit for building these custom storefronts. By separating the front-end head from the back end, you get just unparalleled performance and design freedom. But, and it's a big but, that power has always come with this massive downside, just crippling complexity and cost. And that complexity, well, that's what creates what a lot of people in the industry are calling the headless commerce headache. And it's more than just a technical challenge. It's a fundamental disconnect between the team building the site and the team that has to use it every single day. This idea of a wall is the perfect way to describe it. Your developers, they get to work with all these powerful tools like React and Git. But in the process, the marketing and e-commerce teams, they lose the simple visual editor they rely on. Suddenly, every banner change, every new landing page becomes a developer ticket. And that's just not efficient for anybody.
So, the big question is, how do you tear down that wall? And this brings us right to the solution we're looking at today, a tool designed specifically to act as a bridge and solve this exact problem.
So meet Weaverse. The official definition is the visual SDK for Shopify Hydrogen. Now, SDK stands for Software Development Kit, and that's a really key detail here. This isn't just another app. It's a foundational toolset designed to make hydrogen development faster, easier, and finally, merchant-friendly. And this is the core concept right here. Weaverse is literally that missing link. It connects Shopify's world-class e-commerce engine, all your products, all your data, with a completely custom, high-performance front end, without forcing you to choose between the two. So what does this bridge actually look like in practice? Well, the platform is designed to give both merchants and developers what they need most. You could think of it as giving each team their own set of superpowers. For the merchant or the marketer, this is just magic. They get a sections-based visual page builder that feels exactly like the Shopify theme editor they already know and love. They can update content, build new landing pages, and manage the storefront themselves without writing a single line of code or filing a single ticket. And it's not just the merchants who love this. Check out this quote from Kenneth, who's a friend-end developer. He points out that this is a win for everyone. When merchants are empowered to do their own thing, developers are freed up to focus on building important new features instead of getting bogged down with minor content tweaks. All right, now for the developers. This is absolutely crucial. Weaverse doesn't try to replace their workflow. It enhances it. It's built to respect the modern development practices that professional teams rely on every day. So what does that actually mean? Well, for starters, developers get a type-safe SDK, which just means more predictable, bug-free code. And this is huge. Any change a marketer makes in that visual editor is committed directly to the project's Git repository. That means developers always have perfect version control. On top of that, it integrates natively with Shopify's APIs and has performance boosters like edge caching built right in, which makes the site load even faster for customers. This quote from Glenn P., who runs a Shopify development agency, really gets to the heart of the business impact. Weaverse helps bridge that communication gap with clients. It helps them understand the value of headless while making it a much more tangible and affordable option. He literally calls it a game changer. But Weaverse goes a step further than just bridging the gap. It also aims to accelerate the entire development process right from the very beginning, using AI. The platform includes a feature they call the Instant Storefront Architect. You can think of it as an AI-powered assistant for developers and designers designed to totally eliminate that blank page problem. So how does it work? You can provide a really simple text description, something like a landing page for a new sneaker drop with a hero video and a 3-column feature section, and the AI will generate the entire page structure for you to start with.
And the most important part is that it only builds the layout. It never touches your actual product data, making it a safe and incredibly fast way to prototype new ideas. Okay, so that's the theory. But what does this look like in the real world? Who is actually using this technology to go headless without the headache?
Well, the list is pretty impressive. We're talking about some serious, high-volume Shopify Plus merchants. Legendary brands like Roland in Brazil, curated menswear from Baltzar, and unique lifestyle brands like Karma and Luck. These aren't small stores. They're serious businesses that are scaling with this technology.
And here's the perspective from a store owner, Mickey M. They wanted to go headless for the speed, but thought it was just impossible with their small in-house team. Their big takeaway? Weaverse made it accessible. That's such a powerful word.
And it's not just for big agencies or brands with huge in-house teams. Leonardo G., a solo developer, found that it made his migration to Hydrogen significantly easier. So this shows the tool can really scale, from a single developer all the way up to an enterprise team.
And maybe the most compelling part of all of this is just how simple it is to get started. They call it zero-friction adoption, and it's literally just 2 steps. Install the SDK package and add your API credentials. That is it. You can be up and running in less than 5 minutes.
So, this brings us right back to our central theme. By bridging that critical gap between developers and merchants, tools like Weaverse are changing the entire conversation around headless commerce. The question is no longer if you should go headless, but how you can do it smartly. And for a growing number of brands, the answer is finding a way to get all that power without any of the headache.